Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Blend It Till You Make It. I hope you guys are doing well as always. So today I wanted to plan for the month of May in the Blend It Till You Make It planner. I'm going to decorate both my monthly view and my task list for May. Um, I wanted a sticker book that can kind of for Mother's Day, but not really Mother's Day theme. It's without all the pinks, and I got this one. It's a Happy Planner sticker book, one of my favorites. And it shows women in all shapes and sizes and shades, mostly. So that's why this is the sticker book I wanted to use. It's such a beautiful sticker book. Um, like I said, because it's Mother's Day month, I wanted to have something in my planner that celebrates not just mothers, but women in general. I I'm not one to really celebrate Mother's Day. Not that I have anything against it. Please don't come for me in the comments. I don't have anything against Mother's Day. It's just for me, celebrating Mother's Day is always a bittersweet moment for me. Um, because not necessarily for my mother herself, she is a strong woman and she's a woman of strength. And my mother is someone who is, and I always say this, she's someone when she wants something in life, she will go after it, no matter what. My mother, if she wakes up one day, she wants to she wants to go to the moon. This woman will find a way and get herself there. Okay, let me tell you that she will get herself there. So my mother is one of a strong woman, not just her and so many other women I know in my family who are just strong, strong, strong women and who have carried their families on their backs. And so I admire their strength and I admire their tenacity and their ability to go after what they need and just go through life and no matter what life throws at them, they're able to still go through life and get the things they need. They provide for their families, not just their families, but for other people around them. And so I the reason why I say celebrating Mother's Day is bittersweet for me is because I know of other women who have a difficult time having kids and women who for a long time have been trying to conceive and it has not happened for them or they were pregnant for some time and then lose the baby. I know there's a wonderful woman in the planner community. She does a lot of organizing, day in the life video. I don't want to mention her name, but she brings so much light into the planner space, and I know she's been having a hard time having kids, and she got pregnant and she lost the baby, and my heart goes out to her. Um, and so many other people. I'm not a mother. I don't know what that's like, but I can understand the pain that comes with that. Not to its full extent. I will never say that, but I can imagine the pain where so much of what makes us a woman um, is our ability to conceive, and when the people who don't have that, I can only imagine. And I read in the Bible because I'm Christian. I read in the Bible of women in scripture when they couldn't have kids and they would go to God and begging and crying because it was such a shameful thing in their society and their culture to not be able to conceive. And in many cultures, and even in our day of technology, in our day of, we can say, in our modern day, in our modern age, women still get shamed when they can't have kids, and sometimes it's not even just them that are barren. It's sometimes it's their husband that and they can't have kids. But with that being said, so I'm very mindful about this season, and as people post things about their mothers and them being a mother and all of that, I see you and you deserve all your flowers. But my heart goes out to those women who can't have kids also, and I can understand this is a very very difficult time for them because every time this season comes around, it reminds them of what they were never able to have or could never have. And I grieve in my spirit for them. And so that's why I'm always very careful around this season and around Mother's Day because of the pain I know some other women are going through. Um, and also, they I don't just it's not just about people who gave birth, but I post this to celebrate women in general, because there are women there out there who did not bring a child into the world, biologically speaking, but who are mothers to their communities. They are mothers in the church. They are mothers in their community. There are women I know, and I talk about women in my own family. I know I grew up seeing how they made themselves available and available to their communities. And I know of my mother's aunt. She would people knew her to be a giver, and she took care of people that were not children, that were not even her kids. She was a mother to them. Even though she had her own kids, she was a mother to them. I know of other women in my church who everyone knows in their community, if you are hungry, you could stop by her house. She'll make a plate for you. She'll give you whatever she has. And I know many, many, many women in my church, many, many women from my culture who have who make things available to other people. In my culture, when we they have this thing. I mean, I believe I've heard it from my mother too. When they cook, when they prepare food, they always leave a plate on the side, and they call it a plate for Apollo. I don't know who Apollo is, but they always leave a plate on the side in case somebody stops by and they're hungry and they can provide for them. So with that being said, I want to celebrate those women who are an anchor in their community, who no matter how bad things are in the community, they refuse to move and go elsewhere, because they know when they leave, no one will take on that will take that on, will take that responsibility on, and God has placed them in that space and in that time to be a light. And I celebrate those women, and I celebrate the aunties, the rich aunties who don't have kids of their own, but their nieces and nephews are like their own kids. So I celebrate you, aunties. I celebrate the big sisters who were raised to take care of the family, who were raised to be a second mother. And even at a young age, you understood you had to care for your little siblings, you had to care for the home and do all of those things. So I celebrate the big sisters. I celebrate the women who are mothers at work. A lot of us know a woman at work who is a mom. When you're hungry, she'll feed you. When you're going through it at work, she'll cover for you and tell you to take a break. She'll hold the register for you while you go in the back and cry or whatever you need to do. So I want to celebrate those women. Um, I want to celebrate the women who are police officers, the women who, in every way, shape, or form, you show up to the world and you make yourself available and you give your services with not expecting anything in return. You're not going to get a bag. You're not going to do anything, but you just have compassion for the world, and you make yourself available. I want to celebrate the women who pray. Okay. I want to celebrate the women who are on their knees. There are women who will pray you through, no matter what you are going through. I know some women in my life. Whenever something comes up, I can call on them and they will pray me through. Okay. I know people who make that's their whole life. They pray all the time. They pray all the time. And they pray you through no matter what you are going through. They pray you through. You can call on them. They are a vault. They will not put your business out there. They will not expose you. They will not judge you. They will just listen, and they will bring it to God in prayer. They stand, as the Bible says, they stand as a they stand in between you and whatever circumstance or whatever you're going through. And I salute you, women who have a word of encouragement. I know a specific woman. She's a state sheriff, and she is a wonderful, wonderful woman. I call her my mentor. Unofficially, she's my mentor, and she always has a word of encouragement, and she has taught me a lot of things. um when someone will say, Marie, you're beautiful, I'm just like, what do I say? And I remember one time she said, girl, when they say that, just say thank you. just say thank you. And I'm like, okay. And I've taken that with me. And she taught me another thing. She says, I said one thing, I don't remember what it was. And she says, Marie, you have to understand, don't repeat those things because the power of life and death is in is in your tongue. And so I don't remember the exact verse for that, but she encouraged me. She says, be careful with what you say. And since then I've learned to speak life. I'm careful with the jokes I make. I'm careful with the comments I make because of her, because she has taught me that as a woman of God, as a person of faith, you have to be careful what you say, because the things you say, when you say, if you say positive things and they come to pass, how much more when you say negative things, they will also come to pass. So she has taught me to be careful with my words and to know who I am as a person, as a child of God, as a person in this world, as a person who is as a big sister, as a friend, as a co-worker. And she reminds me, God put you in people's lives to make a difference. So shout out to those people. Shout out to those people when the world says you're not enough, you're not good enough, you will never make it. And I honor you, every woman who is at the sound of my voice, who have been an anchor of encouragement, who have been an anchor to bring someone through financially, in prayer, in however way you can. I salute you and I honor you on this day. We're not just honoring biological mothers, mothers who are mothers by bringing a child into this world biologically, but I'm talking to all the women who are nurturing people with their words and their prayers and all of those things. So, um, with that being said, that was the inspiration for the spread this month. And like I said, I'm always careful about making Mother's Day spreads and make a dedicated spread just to mothers because of what that could mean to other people. But I want to dedicate this spread to women in general. So I hope you enjoy it. Um, I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. I really enjoyed it. This is one of my most favorite sticker books from the Happy Planner because it's so colorful. I love the oranges, the browns, the different skin tones in there. And I really, really enjoyed it. And because I told myself I would not buy two of one sticker book. So that's why I'm not going for another one. Okay. So this is the final look. Sorry, I took your I took your ears off. I can be long-winded, but this is my spread for the month. I really, really, really love how it turned out. Inspiring dreams. So kudos to you, all of you out there who inspire others to be better and to be their best selves. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. And that's it. Bye.